Yo, my people, yes, we're back still. So yeah, now you know what, yeah. So I was chatting to my brethren the other day, yeah, and was just chatting, and this is what I say to man all the time, you see, my jail friends, and I don't know if it's just me. Well, it's not just me, cause my man said the same thing, but it's like, man can sit on the phone for hours, like gal, yeah, with your jail friends, but it's like my road friends now, or man that man was friends with on road, like man can't really conversate with you for that long. You get me, G? But it's like the jail man them now, like man can sit there and chat for time, and I don't know if it's just because man are reminiscing about what went on in the pen and whatever else, yeah. But homie reminded me of someone, yeah. And this is the sickest thing about it. It's like you see in pen, it's almost like because all right, cool. So I know people that was a problem on road, yeah, like severe, like differently problem on road. But then you see them man there in jail, yeah, and it's a totally different story. You get me, G? Like sometimes, especially when you go to jails out of town. So say like I'm from Manchester, yeah. So for me, when I started off, I was in Lancaster Farms, Strange Ways. So for the first like 2 years of my sentence, yeah, I was in like the northwest in it. So if man's in the northwest, you get me, G? Like, come on, people know who we are. You get me? But it's only when you start venturing out of town now. So from Stranger, I ended up in Moorlands. Yeah, so Moorlands, for anyone that don't know, that's in like Doncaster, up Yorkshire way. Yeah, and that, I feel that was the first time that you kind of tested. You get me? Cause it's all well and good. Because when I was in Lancaster Farms, as soon as man step on the wing, like there's people there what know man in it. Like you, if they don't know you personally, they know of you in it. So man are like, yo, rah, KPB's on the wing, and you get what I'm saying. So that your reputation from the roads can kind of hold you. You get me? But then when you start venturing out of town now, and then you've got people from all over, all the major cities, so Manny, Brum, London, all the major cities, yeah? And remember, it's like I say all the time, it's the same story, different city. You get me, G? So you can have a KPB from Brum, you can have a KPB from London. And remember, London's a big place, so you've got north, east, south, and west. You get me? And each point is active. You understand what I'm saying, G? So it's like there's a gang of man. Like, remember, in Money, no disrespect to no one, yeah? But them times there, it was like the south of Money that was rife for the gang things and this and that. The north side was more like money motivated. And to me, that obviously that's more smarter, in it? Because they were getting their paper, yeah? They have the wars and whatever else, but South Money was known for the gangs, like guns and, you get me, G? Like I say all the time, the two main gangs, Gooch and Dollar, and everything else. You get me, G? So it's like, for me, yeah, it's like, you know what? Because even before man went jail, like, remember, man's got brethren that go jail and whatever else. And like I say, the older man, them, when they get out of pen and they're telling their stories, so the man is saying like, right, yo, you're mad, G, like, anything's going on, you see the boy, them, you see them, man, like, you get me, G? If you can't get to funking on site, if you can't get to fighting, you better throw up your set and let it be known what you claim. You get me, G? So this is the energy I always had when I first got into jail. And it's like I said, like bare situations man's got into. You get me? Bare situations man's got into. And it's like I said in one of my other stories, innit? Like, I learnt my lesson about letting a man slide. You get me? Because like I said that day when I was in reception, and I seen my man in reception, but I didn't recognise him straight away. It's only when a man said to him, yo, where you from? And then he said, rah, I'm from Whoop. You get me, G? That's when I'm like, rah, what? And then I've looked and I go, rah, who's that? I said, rah, who's that? You get me, G? And mine was like, oh, yeah. So I'm saying, rah, what you saying, man? Like, oh, not on what you saying. And I say, no, what you saying, bro? Like, rah. Then basically he's saying he's not on nothing. So now to me, now I'm saying, all right, cool. You can slide through, you get me, G? Slide through, man. But then when he got on the wing with his brethren, that's when he started talking all that slick stuff like, rah, yo, what? what was you saying in the reception? No, I said right, and I said whooped it, and you get me, Gene. So I learnt my lesson from then. You get me? And another thing, yeah, it's like, bro, like anyone that was in Penwood, man, like, you know, in it, like, not to glorify or anything, yeah, but man used to rep this thing to the fullest. You get me, G? So I remember this one time. I was in Lancaster Farms. I was one man up for time. For time, I was one man up, getting into fights with the enemy and this and that, and everything was going. Yo, I was in there one up for time. Never forget. One youth from Hume. I knew him. I knew his big brother as well. His big brother used to MC, but I knew my man. So when I've come out one morning, I've seen him. He's gone raw KPB. So I'm like, yo, what you saying, G? But then he had his cold D or his cousin or something. So then I started flexing with them. You get me, G? So Solj time, man's with these man and whatever else, yeah. Then some youths landed on the wing, yeah. But he's left himself banged up. Like my man's left himself banged up. So I'm saying like, rah, why is he banged up? So then the geezer what I know's cousin has said, rah, he's from Cheetah Mill. So I'm saying, yeah. So he's like, rah, you cool with that? So I'm saying like, what? You get me, G? Say nothing to do with me. Like, I ain't got no beef with Cheetah Mill, but I know that some madness must have happened in Hindley or something like where. But you know what it is with people? Because remember, you know, there was a bag of us and we're all in different jails. So you might have a madness with my brethren in Hindley, or you might have a madness with my brethren in Forest Bank. You get me? So now when you come to a new prison, remember, you know, we was all over the gaff. So if you fight with one of the man them in another jail, then land in another jail, and it's like, rah, one of them man's on the wing. Now, certain man are just like staying banged up, voluntary bang up thing. You get me, G? Some man will come out and front it, but some man will bang up. So this geezer chose to stay banged up, yeah? So I don't know what this geezer looks like or nothing. You get me? I don't know what he looks like. So now what man's doing, man's going educational workshop every day. So what I started doing is I used to throw on my corned beef t-shirt, yeah? Corned beef t-shirt, and I used to write YGC, OTC, and FMD on my t-shirt, yeah? And the reason why I done that is just for the simple fact, yeah? So it's like if I said to a man, I'm OT Crip, and a man would be like, nah, I ain't got no beef with OT Crip. My beef's with Fallowfield, or my beef's with Gooch. Like, no, forget that. Forget that. Like, they're all my people. Just you ain't gonna slide through on that bullshit. Like, you get me, G? And that's what a lot of people used to try and do. Like, I ain't got no beef with you. I've got beef with. So now this is the reason why I'm saying I'm repping all three sets. I'm repping. You get me, G? And this was the thing, you know, because at night time and that, you would get people that, you know, start window warriors. We call them window warriors, where they start shouting out the window and, yo, who's banging? Yo, and for me, like, shit, I was like a coiled spring. I was ready for that. You get me? And then remember this one night, yeah, a man's gone, yo, who's banging? Yo, I jumped up out of my bed and answered that shit like a roll call. I said, yeah, I'm banging. What? You get me? I said, yeah, I'm banging YGC, OT, Crip, FMD all day, every day, G. What you saying? I was like, yo, who's that? I'm saying, right, it's KPB, man. Why? What you saying, G? What you saying? Who's that? Who's that? I was like, oh, you mad, man. I meant who's banging on the pipes, man. Like, what's up with you? So, oh, shit. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. You get me, G? But it's just these little things, and that's the psychology of jail. Yeah, but anyone that was in Penwood, man, you know, man, it used to go on like I was bad, get about like I was bad. But it's a simple fact, innit? It's like, if I'm repping 110%. You get me, G? And this is the point I tried to make. So it don't really make no sense, man, being involved on road. Then you come pen and talk about, I'm not on that no more. Then you're gonna get out and stay rolling with the same man them. You get me, G? Or try and tell the youths them like, right, you can't be moving like this. You can't. When, bro, you went pen and you tapped out. You get me, G? Anyway, all that aside. But then that takes me to this story, yeah, of this geezer. I'm just looking at time. I have to do 2 parts. I'm not too sure. Took me to this story, this geezer, yeah. So years have gone by. So now I had been in about, I think I had done about 10.5 years, yeah. So at this point, I've been through everything. I've been through young offenders Cat A, adult jail, back to dispersal, all these type of things. I've been through the wars, innit? So now I've just come out of high security. I've just come out of Whitemore, yeah? So when I've come out of Whitemore now, I ended up in Dovegate, yeah? So when I've landed in Dovegate now, so anyone that knows, all right, cool. So you see in high security is mad because the higher the category, the more freedom you've got. Like we had cooking kitchens on the wing, knives until madness happened and you took the knives off us. You can buy your frozen food off the canteen and you cooking proper, innit? Pots and pans and all these type of things, yeah? No more microwave and kettle. You get me, G? So, alright, cool. So, bear that in mind, yeah? But it's more like structured. You get me? It's humble. As much as, like, there's man in there doing life without no parole and they're never getting out of jail, it was a humble environment, yeah? Until it goes off. Now, if it goes off, it blows up. You get me, G? Like, it's not no idiot thing like you might see a man get banged in the face. Like, nah, it's like, man are riding out to kill. Like, that's how deep it is in them high securities, isn't it? But more time, I'll say about 7 times out of 10, it's chilling, innit? You get me? But then when it does pop, when the funk does pop, it pops off. You get me? You better be ready for that shit. But anyway, yeah. So, landed in Dovegate now. So when I've landed in Dovegate, Dovegate's more like, Dovegate was a Cat B. So it's 1 down from high security. Yeah. 1 down from, like, nah, you know what? Nah, not really, you know. It's like 2 down from high security because then you've got the Cat B trainers, the lifer jails and that. You get me? They're just 1 down from high security. You get me? But then because Dovegate was a Cat B private, it's like 1 down from the lifer jails. Like it's more like road. You get me? It's like man them are mad, yeah, music blaring and you get me, G, man are walking around in the flip-flops. These are things you'll never see in high security. You get me? And I had been Cat B before, you know. But it's like when I went to high security, it's like I forgot about how this Cat B private life was. So when I've got back now, so now I'm just chilling, innit? I'm just chilling. Just, you know, it's about, innit? Seeing a few familiar faces and that of people that I've seen about and whatever else on my journeys, yeah? Remember this geezer from Brum? Hench geezer, but I knew him from Loudon Grange. So he's come to me and he's like, yo, remember me, innit? I'm saying, come on, man, of course I remember you, man. You get me, G? I'm saying, I was chatting to your Cold D last night. My man said to hell you up and rare tear and soon as you get one of them, hit him up. Yeah, safe, cool, yeah, man. Hail him up for me, man. Tell him I said 1, you get me? Then he's telling me about my Cold D and that, you get me? Because I was in high security, so I ain't been in contact with nobody for years, you get me? Then there was this one geezer, yeah? There was this one geezer, and I spotted him from the jump. I spotted him from jump, yeah? Like all the way he's moving and you get me, G? He's got all the youths on the wing in and out of his cell and rare to turn. Now, I don't take a rocket scientist to know what's going on. Remember, I was 10.5 years deep at this point. So I know full fine well what's going on in it. So I'm just watching the play, clocking the play, yeah. But then I see like there was another man that I was in Whitemore with. He got shipped out about a month or so before me. So when I've landed on the wing, you know, so I've landed on the wing, so I'm just stood outside my cell. I'm just watching the drama unfold. You get me? Just stood outside my cell, just looking around, watching the drama unfold. I don't know who's in there. So I'm just stood chilling, waiting to see what go on. And I seen my man. So then he's rolled on me, like, yo, what you saying, G? Like, boom, boom, bap. You get me? Then he starts introducing me to all the man them on the wing. All right, safe. Then he's introduced me to this guy, the one that I seen, yeah? And you see, just by the way he was moving, I just thought, you know, I can't stand this geezer, you know. I can't stand him. Serious, I can't stand him. But my other brethren from Whitemore was on the next wing, but the way the wings are set up, yeah, we used to share the same yard, so we was on E wing and they was on D wing. Yeah, we was on E, they was on D, but we shared the same yard. So when D wing's gone out on the yard, my man's at the window, so then my brethren say, yo, right, KP's here, red tear, you get me? So now I've gone into the cell, so I've said to homie, the geezer, yeah. I said, yo, G, can I go in your sub? Yeah, go through, my dog. And that's how he's going on. So this is why I didn't like him, yeah, because that's how he's going on. Gone in there. And I've gone in there, see SIM card on the side, spice on the shelf, weed there, phone there on charge. And I've come in and sell and I just looked at that. I said, right, what the, like, you get me, G? Like, are you trying to stunt on, man? Are you trying to showboat or something? Like, what's really good? You get me, G? So I'm chatting to my brethren through the window. I said, you know what? I'm out of here, man. So I've gone to homie. I said, yo, G, you might want to pick up them things, you know, because you just got them out there, skin out. You get me, G? Yo, doggy dog, man. We ain't in dispersal no more and red tear. You get me? So, you know, let me just leave him to it. It's all right, safe. So as time's gone on, yeah, my man's had one of them. Now I needed to sort a few things out. You get me? So me like a donut, I've gone in the cell with him and used these things. So I phoned my people and said, yo, do me a favour. Send this geezer 175 for me. So £175 they've sent to this other you on the wing. Then I think it was tobacco and mackerel. I think it was about 75 quid for 100 mackerels and 10 packs of burn, or no, 15 packs of burn. 15 packs of burn for a wanna, and then 100 mackerels. Something like that. You get me? But homie sat there with me while I'm on the phones, and I've come off the phone now. Then he starts chatting to me about money and all these type of things. Now, I'm not here to start showboating and going on with myself. You get me? You're like, man, are old school, you know. Like, you get me? Man, are from the roads furthermore as well. So it's like, if man start chatting, say, yeah, man's got this or man's got that, and you just make yourself become a target. You put yourself on people's menus. You get what I'm saying? So just bear that in mind, like when people are showboating and saying these things, especially in jail. So yeah, as time's gone on, yeah, I started to see him, homie, for what it is, and he started shouting me a lot more. Started shouting me, getting me in his cell, and yo, anything you need, dog, just take, and red tear, and yo, and my road brethren was on another wing. So then he shouted me one day and said, raw, my man wants to chat to you. So I said, all right, safe. Chatting to my man, chopping it up, yo, it's cracking, red tear, yeah. But he thought, my brethren from road thought I was someone else. Yeah, he thought I was the other KP, yeah. So my man's saying to me on the phone, like, yo, what you saying, G? We need to get you over here. Like, my man's over here, my man's over it. Like, he's mentioning people from the road, yeah. So I'm saying, yeah, man, safe. My man's going, what's your second name? So I'm saying, Proverbs, bro. My man's going, oh, fuck off. He's like, KPB. I'm saying, yo, it's me, man. He's like, yo, I thought it was my man and red tear. And I'm saying, come on, G. Like, you get me? So boom now. I've come off the phone and I've cut. So then my brethren from road must have been gassing up my man, telling him, yo, my man's official red tear. You know what my man done? My man's come to me later on. I think he come back from prayers. Yeah. So I think I landed on wing on a Friday. So he's come back from prayers now. And he's like, no, I'm lying. I landed on the wing on a Thursday. Then it was prayers the next day. So my man's come to my cell after prayers. Yeah. And he's like, yo, dog, man. I didn't even realize you. I didn't even realize that you was my man's people. And I didn't even realize you was this and that and rare tear. You know, them man, they're like my family, you know. So you know what, bro? I've got you now. You see that statement alone? That statement alone made me say, I will never in my whole life F with you. You what? You didn't know I was who I am until you get, so now you're gonna F, bro, move, like cut, man, cut. Forget all that. Man ain't got no time for that. No time for that at all. And this is where the drama started to unfold for him. But this is where I'm gonna cut the video and make his have to come back for part 2. Run it up.